If it's love, I want everything. Touch my soul, touch my heart, don't judge my mental. They told me that life is simple, been real since Papa Pimple. I started out in the rental, sonata, the presidential. Speak once and listen twice, they told me that less is simple.
Peace, all peace, peace, peace. Power to the people, and people, the power is us. Now, if you see my thumbnail, come on, Kenji, come on, baby boy. If you see my thumbnail, you'll notice the mural at that hidden museum. The audacity of a man to put himself up on a mural. Don't even let the people do it themselves. And this brother aligns himself with the greats. Now, shout out to Tariq Bey. He put a video that was very interesting today. And if you notice, one of the people on that wall, one of the people in that wall is Professor James Small, very powerful brother. And you're about to hear a clip, basically, of Professor Smalls condemning Tariq's, rhetoric of xenophobic hate. And I say shout out to Professor, shout out to you, Professor, because it takes balls to do that and don't play that game of, cowtelling to the popular narrative. And I told you guys in my other video that FBA is imploding. So we're about to check out this clip and you'll understand. This is why when Professor Smalls was invited to that picnic in Washington, he specifically told them folks, y'all can let go of Africa, but I'm not. See, the Africans in Africa, even if some of them have their little xenophobic rhetoric as well, it don't belong to just them. That's the beauty of being the original man and woman on this planet. That is our land as well. And what I mean by that, this is our essence, our spirituality, and we can't let it go, y'all. We can't let it go. And the professor speaks volumes when he says he doesn't like the behavior of Tariq. He doesn't like the manner in which he speaks, and the professor expresses the power of words, y'all. Y'all gotta check this out.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
Now, when I heard the young people talking through my young brother Chase about foundational Black America, I reached out to them. They came to talk. I want to know, what is the issue? Now, I don't agree, and I'll call names. I don't agree with Tariq's rhetoric. Okay.
Is that your get down, nigga? Is that your get down, nigga? Is that your get down, nigga?
He's done some very good things, but words have meaning, and words have power.
Talking about you, fuck boy.
And you can use it once you've got a technology like we have today. One word can be so destructive you couldn't imagine it.
Huh? You bitch ass nigga?
Yeah.
When you are constant in using the N-word, and you're constant in condemning an African simply because they're an immigrant, and you're constant, then there's something wrong with your knowledge. African simply because they're an immigrant, and you're constant, then there's something wrong with your knowledge. African simply because they're an immigrant, and you're constant, then there's something wrong with your knowledge base. Not just your analysis, you have to have a decent knowledge foundation to even make an analysis. Tariq has pulled together a lot of fantastic scholars. Now, how much of that scholarship he has absorbed? I don't speak behind people's back. I do it straight up front. Tariq knows me. I love him like I love you. But his behavior, if I'm going to go forward, has to change, has to be altered. And I'll have that private conversation with him. Because that's what brothers do. And I've talked to some others and told them I'm going to have that conversation and suggest that they do the same thing. When we did the rally in D.C., you did not hear a bunch of that rhetoric.
So foundation, I'm an African American. That's not a contradiction. But I'm also a foundation of Black American. But I want you to be clear. I'm not giving up Africa. Now, if some of y'all want to give up the richest piece of real estate on earth, do it. But I'm not doing it, and I'm not going to advise you to do it. That's yours. But that.
So foundation, I'm an African American. That's not a contradiction. But I'm also a foundation of Black America. But I want you to be clear. I'm not giving up Africa. Now tell me y'all want to give up the richest piece of real estate on earth, do it. But I'm not doing it. I'm not going to advise you to do it. That's yours. Okay?
I'm not giving up Africa. I'm not giving up Africa. I'm not giving up Africa. I'm not giving up Africa.
I'm not giving up Africa.
Rally in D.C., you did not hear a bunch of that rhetoric going on. You didn't hear any of it, really. I went backstage with the brother. We sat down, we met. We bumped heads a little bit, but we walked out of there united, understanding that we're talking about unity and not about labels. Sometimes what people are calling Pan-Africanists, they're not even talking about Pan-Africanists.
Yeah, exactly.
They label anybody who says, I'm doing something black and ain't them, that's Pan-Africanist. It's like people say the conscious community. Where the hell is the conscious community? Everybody's conscious to some degree on that. There's no such thing as a conscious community.
Wow. Wow, yo. Shout out to Professor James, man. And, you know, Tariq likes to champion Professor James a lot. But that, like I told y'all, the majority of black Americans ain't rocking with FBA and their xenophobic hatred, their unconformed, you know, so-called construct of an organization where the dude that trademarks the term FBA claims he's not y'all leader. I mean, this is for all the rhetoric you guys been spewing over Twitter. You know, y'all big and bad in these internet spaces. I told y'all this. Intellectual people that are doing business engagement, people that are networking, traveling, you know, people that are growing their minds, their communities, doing real work, is not with none of that mess. The proof was in the pudding. Shout out to Hawker Bay for putting this video out. I non-monetize it because I don't want nothing from this. You know, this is the thing that I'm talking about. If we're gonna speak out, is when brothers like that is co-signing us standing as a unit, being in unison, unity, all three elements of that. You know, this is what I'm talking about, is when the time we speak out. You know, when our elders come out, our real elders, not a grown man that wants to be a little boy. And if you notice, Tariq likes to align himself with people that are still babies in the sense of knowledge. So that's why I said the other day, I didn't want you, Brandon, to go in their space because you're dealing with a bunch of buffoons, dude. And at the very least, even if they're intelligent, you're dealing with people that already made up their minds. They're gonna go with their hate. They're gonna, you know, put up their ignorance as some type of flex. You can't deal with these folks. This is what I was waiting for. Somebody who's an elder, better late than never, that comes out and tells y'all he doesn't approve of the message of Tariq and his Nasheedians. That's all I got for y'all. Don't hate me, man. I'm just a messenger. Don't hate me, man. I'm telling y'all. Shout out to Afro Think Tank. He told y'all this as well. He said that group is not gonna last. Our job is not over, but I'm telling you, this was one of the biggest, I'll say, impediments in stunning our growth as a people, man. It was the biggest one. I could point out many other groups. You know, you see RIP to Secure the Tribe. No shots thrown at y'all, but RIP. I'm showing y'all what happens when a group is not properly organized. It's very, you know, weak and hollow at its core. You know, it can't stand. It can't stand. Gravitated in a way, I was delighted to bring y'all this episode. Again, the credit is all given to Hawker Bay, man. Shout out, man. Keep pushing gems out. All my folks in this diaspora, all my brethren that are in arms together. We are in this, dude. We are in this. Shout out to my sisters, and I see the ladies waking up. That's why you brothers are embarrassing. The ladies are paying attention to us. They're paying attention. So who's gonna be standing after the rest fall? Let's see.
If it's love, I want everything. Touch my soul, touch my heart, don't judge my mental. They told me that life is simple, been real since Papa Pimple. I started out in the Renault Sonata, the presidential. Speak once and listen twice. They told me that less is simple.